Does your family cook? Your parents cook?
My mother, she cook all the time. When I was back home, I never cook at home. So when, because she does all the cooking. She never let me to cook in her kitchen, so.
If you win this competition, do you think your mother will let you into the kitchen?
I hope not, no.
You hope not?
No.
Because you love Mum's cook. Because you love Mum's cooking.
As we know, certain mustards have certain degrees of heat and sharpness through them. I'd like to see them use different types, maybe the herbs, or even the seeds, just to bring a little kick and a little bite to dishes.
They can use it in a marinade, they can use it as a rub, they can put it into their sauce. We want them to be bold, we want them to push themselves and show some of their imagination.
It's thrown me a bit because I don't really like mustard. I never really eat it because I don't like it. So it's a challenge today to try and come up with a dish in just 10 minutes.
As soon as I walked in, I went straight for the sea trout. It's a very delicate flavour. People think mustard is quite an overpowering thing, but it can be used in quite a subtle way.
I'm really enjoying using mustard. Sri Lankan cuisine, we use a lot of mustard in some of the dishes. So yeah, I'm trying to use some of it with the pork belly.
Mustard can be overpowering, so I'm just going to have to make sure I balance the dishes as well as maximise each ingredient.
Aaron, how are you finding our challenge of mustard?
Very nerve-wracking. It's not an ingredient that I've used heavily, but I feel like it can be used as a spice and as a seasoning, so I'm replacing it into recipes and dishes that I know work. My dish is going to be confit sea trout. I'm going to be making a mustard beurre blanc using the Dijon and a little bit of the English mustard to give a little bit more kick. Going to be using the mustard seeds in some pickled onions, and then the mustard powder to go through a watercress mix, which is going to stuff a courgette flour.
Why the sea trout?
I feel like it's a nice, delicate flavour. I feel like it'll complement the mustard. Mustard can be overpowering, overbearingly bitter and harsh. Hopefully, these subtle things will work together with the addition of lemon and dill and some herbal notes going on.
But mustard's not subtle.
It's not, but we're going to try and
Subtle it down?
Yeah, make it not take over, hopefully.
A good hot mustard will work in a beurre blanc, and it will certainly work with a confit sea trout. It's all about quantities, getting the balance just right. The Dijon mustard has a heat to it, but the English mustard is hotter. Do they complement each other when you put them together? We'll soon find out.
34-year-old Charith grew up in Sri Lanka and came to the UK in 2010 to follow his dream of becoming a chef. Dishes inspired by his heritage have so far been a hit with the judges.
As a chef, you can do anything you want. I have really good ideas about Sri Lankan food mixed with the British ingredients, so I think I'm gonna keep doing it. And yeah, I think I will be able to impress them.
Charith is making a pork curry. He's chosen lots of spices, and he's got a selection of mustards to go with it too. We've got a dhal, we've got some steamed rice, and we've also got an onion salad. Love the sound of this dish. But what's going to be the ultimate flavour? Is it going to be the spices, or is it going to be the mustard?
In Sri Lankan cuisine, we use mustard quite a lot in the curry powders, and even when we make the curries, we use the mustard in different way, like a paste. So I'm using whole grain mustard, English mustard, and I'm using some of the black seed mustard as well.
It's smelling amazing on your section, and I love that you're bringing some of your Sri Lankan heritage into your food today.
Does your family cook? Your parents cook?
My mother, she cook all the time. When I was back home, I never cook at home. So when, because she does all the cooking, she never let me to cook in her kitchen, so.
If you win this competition, do you think your mother will let you into the kitchen?
I hope not, no.
You hope not?
No.
Because you love Mum's cook. Because you love Mum's cooking.
Yeah, so I don't want to cook at home, actually.
First up is Private Chef Aaron, who has served his confit sea trout in a Dijon parsley vinaigrette with courgette flour, stuffed with a blend of watercress, spinach, cream, and Dijon, with pickled onion shavings, mustard seeds, and a beurre blanc made from Dijon and mustard powder.
The trout which you've confied is just melting away when you cut into it. It's beautifully cooked. And then you've got the little bit of the vinaigrette on the top with a bit of mustard in it. It's very light, but you can taste it there. Where the mustard really comes into this is in this beurre blanc. And it actually works very well with this trout, but it's not overpowering it.
Thank you. The courgette, beautifully cooked with the little mustard seeds on top, pepperiness of the watercress, the warmth of the mustard, the cream holding it all together, and that stunning beurre blanc. It just sings on your palate. That, for me, is an outstanding piece of cookery, Aaron. That's a mustard masterclass.
Comments from Marcus were really, really positive. Well, they were amazing. I feel really elated to get that from him. I mean, yeah, it's great. It's banging.
Head chef Jamie's confit sea trout has been cured in English mustard, topped with a pickled mustard seed salad, a fennel, cucumber, radish and baby beetroot, accompanied by celeriac remoulade made with English and whole grain mustard, with whipped ricotta, a water cracker coated in English mustard, and a German, English and Dijon mustard dressing.
The trout is beautifully cooked, and it's just the light mustard, you know, going over the top of it, and then this refreshing garnish of the pickled salad works so well. The remoulade celeriac on the side, you've got the mustard seeds, and that brings, you know, the mustard flavour into this dish.
You've got a little mustard crest going along the top as well. Your ricotta is refreshing. The cracker, great addition. It brings texture to the plate. You could have put a little bit more heat into that. You could have done the same with the trout as well. You're a very good cook, Jamie, but I think you can take it a touch further now.
I'm feeling good. I tasted everything and I knew it was going to be good. But yeah, there are a few tweaks I could have made. It's hard not to play it safe under the pressure. So yeah, I'm just glad they liked it.
Last up is senior sous chef Charith, who has glazed his chili pork with English, whole grain and powdered mustard, and served it with a black mustard seed and spinach dal, chili and whole grain mustard heritage tomato and onion salad, rice, and a garnish of mustard cress.
Charith, your glazed pork belly with mustard and turmeric packs so much heat. It's so tender and it works so well in this. I love your mustard seed in this dal with a bit of spinach inside it. And then you have the tomato salad, which brings a bit of freshness and you think a bit of relief, and then you get a hit of a little more mustard and a bit more chili in there. Delightful.
I have a massive problem with this dish, and that's the fact I have to stop eating it. The mustard, you've used it as the spice, you've used it as the seasoning, you've used it very, very well.
Thanks, chef.
Absolutely delicious. Wow.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm really happy because I did some of my mom-inspired cooking, so yeah, I'm really glad they enjoyed it. Probably now I'm probably getting an opportunity to cook for my mom in her kitchen. Yeah, in future.